After 3 days, the Democratic National Convention wraps up, and traffic in Charlotte, North Carolina is about to get very, very bad. But there were a lot of highlights from the speech, so I want to see if we have just a couple that we could play for you, because there was a lot that was said in this, and I think to hear it for yourself might help. If we have that, I'm not sure.
So you see, the election 4 years ago wasn't about me. It was about you. My fellow citizens, you were the change. You're the reason there's a little girl with a heart disorder in Phoenix who will get the surgery she needs because an insurance company can't limit her coverage. You did that. You're the reason a young man in Colorado who never thought he'd be able to afford his dream of earning a medical degree is about to get that chance. You made that possible.
You know, obviously here in the hall, the speech went over pretty well because, well, these are Democratic loyalists. They flew all the way to Charlotte just to see the president. The true measure of a speech of this magnitude, you have to go out on the street, and that's exactly what we did. Rob Reynolds, I believe I heard he's at a piano bar just down the street. Rob, are you there?
That's right, Patty. We've gone to Petra's Piano Bar, where there was quite a crowd just a few moments ago watching Obama's speech on a big screen TV. And as you might imagine, for a crowd that comes out to a bar to watch Obama's speech, it was a pretty pro-Obama crowd. Now, I have a couple of guests with me right now, and let's get some quick reaction. First of all, we're going to go to Cameron Joyce. Cameron is just graduated from college, political science major, so you're uniquely qualified. What did you think of the speech, Cameron?
I thought it was inspiring. I thought Obama made a good point that the economy is difficult right now, but he inherited this economy, and it's not something that he's going to fix in 4 years, so we have to give him a little more time to work on it, and the other side isn't the right choice for the difficulties that we face right now.
He made the point several times that he had tried to revive the auto industry, and the slogan, it seems, of the night, coined by Joe Biden, is General Motors is alive and Osama bin Laden is dead. Does that strike a chord with you?
I think that resonates with the part of the country that is the auto industry, which isn't exactly the southeast where we are. But it does make a big difference to know that he stood up for an important part of our economy that employs a lot of people. When it comes to Osama, I believe that does make a difference because I was young when the attack happened, and that was pushed that we would go fight and deal with that situation, and to see it come to an end, that's something that we can be proud of him for, and then support him for that.
Okay, Cameron, thank you very much. Now let's just turn over in this direction where Tom Holston is standing by. Tom, what was your impression of the speech?
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was eloquent. It was he delivered it well, and I think it spoke to the truth of what's going on. It's this country was left in disrepair after 8 years of the Bush administration, and I feel like we're picking up the pieces and we're moving forward, and it's a slow recovery, but it's getting there.
A lot of people said that they were disappointed that the message of hope and change that President Obama spoke of in his first run for the presidency was somewhat deflated, or they felt that he had not met expectations. Do you feel now some sort of revival of that feeling of hope and change?
Well, I never lost it. So to me, it wasn't. It's never been gone. It was just you have to. These things take time. The recovery takes time, and I think he's always been heading in an upward motion, but we just need the real issue are the people that are in Congress that we're trying to sway. We have to have he has to have help. I mean, he can't do it all on his own. So the truth is, I hope he's elected president, but more importantly, we have to get out the people in Congress that are stonewalling him and blocking him. We have to get people in there that will help move this country forward with him.
That's right. Of course, it's a it's a system that doesn't rely on the president alone. Was there a particular phrase or word or that struck a chord with you, Tom?
No, I mean it all struck a chord with me. It's all to me. It's just, to me, he speaks the truth. You know, it's not. I feel like he's a humble and he's a thinker. He's a person that we haven't had in a long time. So,
thanks very much. So, if we count these two reactions here in Petra's Piano Bar in Charlotte as any measure of the response that President Obama's speech will have achieved over the length and breadth of the country, then he probably did a pretty good job tonight. Patty, back to you.
Thanks, Robin. And one other indication, we're just being told by my colleague, Alan Fisher, who tweets a lot, that President Obama broke all of the Twitter records for when it comes to politics. Get this number, over 57,000 a minute, 9 million tweets about politics. But the number that this campaign really cares about is going to be the polls a couple of days from now to see whether or not he gets a bump. Dr. Jason Johnson, our political analyst, is with us once again. Jason, I'm just going to ask you a basic question because this is what you do for a living. How do you do? What did you think of the speech?
I thought it was an okay speech. He's basically playing out time in the third period. Look, Barack Obama didn't say anything amazing, but he did galvanize his crowd, and that's what he needed to do. The main issue here is we saw a pugnacious Barack Obama. We saw an Obama that was willing to take some shots, some below-the-belt blows against Mitt Romney and Ryan, and we haven't seen that in about 4 years.